So Spartanburg School District One is located in the upper part of South Carolina near the North Carolina border.
Very rural, blue-collar working class area, a very small district. We've got about 5,500 kids total. We're a National Blue Ribbon school. We're a Palmetto's finest school. We consistently average above 94% graduation rate. Combine that with about a 98% attendance rate.
My name is DJ Brown. I'm the principal here at T.E. Mabry Middle School. We are grades 7 and 8 with approximately 480 students.
So our mission in Spartanburg One is a quality student-centered education.
Our district cannot afford to make mistakes. When we do something, we usually get one shot at it, such as putting Promethean panels in every single classroom with the limited funding that we have. So what we see in Spartanburg One is we started developing a classroom of the future concept.
Our need was, how do we continue to produce a world-class education and students that are ready to go into a very globally competitive workforce if they don't have the tools available to them.
One of the things that the teachers were telling us as we did our needs assessment was they need the ability to shift their classroom to meet the needs of their students every class period. We determined very quickly that those interactive panels could replace speakers in the ceilings, the screen that the teachers are pulling down, and we reclaimed that instructional space.
So we had conversations with principals, teachers, instructional coaches, district level staff.
And it was a lot of conversations are what are teachers trying to do? What are teachers doing in the classroom that another piece of technology could address?
And ran simultaneous pilots throughout our district at multiple grade levels.
And we really landed on Promethean as being one of the top of the line interactive panels that can provide everything that we need in the ecosystem that we function in already.
So we started on a pathway of trying to implement a 100% classroom makeover in 2 months during the summer.
From the planning to the shipping to the design to the implementation to rolling them out was probably one of the most seamless things I've ever been a part of.
Day one of this school year, we were able to have teachers on the panels doing exactly what we wanted them to do. The panel is so easy to use, it trains itself. The continuing ed is so easy to access. The teachers are smart, the teachers are intuitive of going and grabbing and trying and doing new things that we really can just step back and watch them become the heroes of the boards.
The active panel has really expanded a lot of the options I have in terms of what I can do with classes.
They are a multitude of tools. They're like a Swiss Army knife that can do a bunch of different things.
I love being able to pull up things that I already have. I have 7 years of things that are in my Google Drive. The annotation feature is awesome. And then if I need them to keep it, or sometimes I'm like, oh, can you take a picture of that? Sure, screenshot it, throw it into the whiteboard, and it's there for us to refer back to.
The time that the Promethean is saving me on the front end. I front load a lot of my work. I'm doing it before they come in. So that way when they come in, the board is completely set up. It's all in one spot. I just click the buttons and it's done.
You can present information, you can have kids present information, you can use it to have kids interact and play games and show their research, show their knowledge. You can have kids work on it individually and have all these different groups, and that can be one of your panels, can be one of the groups.
I mean, it might sound silly, but I love the timers. I'm obsessed with the timers. I love the multi-touch. A lot of times I'll put 2 people up there and I'll split it in half. They want to be able to show media. They want to be able to annotate media. They want to be able to have their kids come up and interact. They want to be able to save their work, the infinite canvas. They want to be able to go back and revisit something they did yesterday or 2 weeks ago.
When I do notes on the board, I can literally just save those notes just like they are and email them directly to that student.
Colleagues around me who are not super confident in technology, this is easy for them to use.
We've watched kids teach from the panel, we've watched kids manipulate things on the panel. They then become the center of instruction. And when they're the center of instruction, they're engaged. And if the engagement piece is there, then learning is happening.
We're still challenging students, we're still balancing high levels of rigor and curriculum instruction, but now students are doing it in a way where they don't actually feel like they're working. They're collaborating in real time and they're solving problems, whether it be problem-based or project-based, but they're using the technology to come up with more creative solutions to the same questions that have always been answered.
When you bring in these pieces of technology like the Promethean panels that capture and make learning a little bit more accessible and engaging for students. It makes the student's life and the teacher's life just a little bit easier.
We have the kids, we have the teacher, and we have the Promethean panel, and then we can facilitate learning in so many different ways. And so for the future, I see that that continues to grow.
We are not by any means at the end point of our journey. We have grown immensely in our understanding of how to meet our original need, which was create interactivity between the student, the technology, and the teacher. Classroom of the Future is a progression where we pass the baton to the next teacher, and each teacher makes small incremental steps to get to more and more engagement every year. But I guess that's my ultimate dream, would be to somehow to make sure that that engagement continues to increase for every student. It's what we do in the classroom that we need to stay focused on for every student.